I'm here with SUNA, one of the co-founders of the Hamptons International Film Festival, and we're at the kickoff of the 2019 Hamptons International Film Festival. What are you excited about this year?
Great films, amazing films, documentaries, films you never see in theaters. So usually we have anywhere from 20 to 60 Oscar nominations, and usually at least 24 Oscar winners.
It's wonderful to be here and meet directors, and actors, and producers, and people like you. So it's great to see you, Stuart.
Great to see you.
See you soon. Hello. I see a familiar face.
How are you?
Hi, Marina. Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Marina from Marina St. Bart's. Did you just get back?
I just got back
Oh my God,
last
you're
night.
gorgeous.
Thank you. She just did my beautiful
So
makeup
nice.
and hair.
We have to catch up. It's great to
Yes.
see you at the Hampton Film Festival.
Thank you. I'm
Are you going to
very
go see some movies?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Very,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
And it's
I will
great
go
to be at the
tomorrow.
Baker House today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love that hotel.
I love it too. It's always the best.
Yeah.
And you know what? What I love about it is so old, charm, East Hampton, and I always love coming here and
Yeah.
seeing our friends. So
Yeah, it's different.
it's different.
Yeah, I
so I
love
hope
it.
to see you later.
Yeah.
Great to see you, baby.
Bye, Alex.
Bye, Marina. Hi, I'm Alex with Access Hamptons, and I'm at the Baker House for a special treat this afternoon.
Well, Rejuvenation Health is a wellness center in East Hampton. We're right off Main Street. Right now we're offering Sculpt, which you'll be doing soon. We have personalized yoga, Reiki. We have a nutritional coaching program starting very soon. So just it's a collective, as you say, for the Wellness Hub. It'll be just like a wonderful place for locals to come by and really feel their best and live their best life.
Wow, that feels amazing.
So right now what we're doing is we are contracting the muscle to 100% capacity. We're using HIFF technology, which is high intensity focused electromagnetic energy. And what that is doing, it's stimulating the motor neuron in the muscle, which is making the muscle contract. Every treatment, you're getting about 20,000 pulses in a 30-minute treatment, which is equivalent to doing 20,000 sit-ups in one treatment. So what it's doing, it's going to polarize every muscle in the area. It's going to contract at the same time.
So how long is one session?
One session is 30 minutes.
And how many times a week do you have to do it?
So you need to do 4 treatments in 2 weeks. Yeah, definitely.
Hello, Access Hamptons. I am Antonella Bertello from the Better House.
Tell me what is so close to your heart.
All of it. I love East Hampton. I love what it gives you. I love the nature in this place. I love the people. I was a complete outsider, and then I became a semi-local. I will never presume that I'm a local. There's something very special about East Hampton and what it does to your heart.
I agree with you, and I tell you what always attracted me to East Hampton was its historic values. I always felt very grounded in East Hampton because of its history. It's very old history, especially for American standards. I love the old trees, I love the wide streets, and I love the inns, and I'm very happy that there are no hotels, quote unquote, because we have one of the most quaint inns in Hamptons.
Thank you.
Not only East Hampton, but Hamptons.
Well, this house dates back to 1640. A big supporter of anything that has to do with off-season culture. Because, you know, it's very easy to come in the Hamptons in July and August. Everybody's here, would love to be here. But it is such a much more real community with the rest of the year. And there is so much. It is.
Great to see you.
Hello, Access Hamptons. I'm Alex, and I'm here with Tom Dolby, who is here to introduce his brand new feature film, The Artist's Wife. Hello, Tom.
Hi,
How
thanks
are
for
you?
having me. Good,
Oh
good. How
my
are you?
God, I'm so excited to meet you. I've heard so many wonderful things about you. We have a mutual friend, and I'm so excited that you flew in to be with us tonight. Tom, tell me, you not only wrote and produced, but also directed this movie. What was the inspiration?
I was inspired by so many different things. One was my father had dementia, and I wanted to explore what my mother had actually gone through in terms of caring for him. I noticed that so many films about people with dementia are more about the person who is afflicted and not as much about the caregiver. And so I wanted to do a film about the caregiver. I also wanted to do something about the art world because I love the art world. And so those things came together and formed The Artist's Wife.
That's very fascinating. And you know, what's interesting to me, Tom, is that you chose New York City and the Hamptons as your locations. And I'm curious about that because I know you're really a California boy.
Yes, I am. It's true.
How do you connect to the Hamptons?
It's true. I lived in New York for many years, and so I've had a place in Wainscott for many years, and I would go out to Wainscott on the weekends, and then for a few years actually lived out there with my ex-husband and our 2 young children, and that it was during that time that The Artist's Wife really came into formation in terms of the script and the writing of it, and the story. And I love just the setting. The Hamptons has an incredible history of artists and creative people. And so for me, just for this setting, it made perfect sense for two artists to live in the Hamptons.
Did you have any sort of intention to raise awareness with this film?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, with this disease, there is so much shame and so much hiding, where people really feel ashamed of having a loved one, spouse, loved one, relative with this disease, and they feel like they have to hide. And Claire, our main character, really feels like she has to hide the fact that her husband has this illness, and she's hiding it from the art world and the community and from their friends. And she really feels like she has to protect him. And so I've heard it called coming out of the shadows, you know, and I think with those of us who have loved ones who are afflicted by this, we have to come out of the shadows and be honest and real about it. And so I really hope that people will see the film and will feel just a little less alone. They're not alone.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
And I can totally agree with you because I lost my father to dementia just last year, and I've been going out with a man whose wife is 7 years post-diagnosis with Alzheimer's, and it is a very rough ride. The problem is that a lot of people don't even understand what Alzheimer's and dementia is really about.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people still think, oh, it's just memory loss.
Yeah, forgetting names. And
No. It is not memory loss.
Yeah.
It is a neurological disease that needs to be taken very seriously.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I really applaud you in doing this movie. In raising your children, what do you think, as a father, do you think of anything in terms of this disease?
Well, I think, you know, they saw their my father, their grandfather, suffering from this when they were very young, and children actually interact with people who have dementia in a really beautiful way because the person who has the dementia, they become childlike and they don't feel judged. But I really hope when my daughters see this film that, and I've showed them the trailer for it, and I've shown them little bits and pieces of it, that they understand some of what my mother went through and some of what their grandfather went through, and can be advocates, can be fierce advocates for awareness about this disease.
I totally understand. And how do you involve the art world? What is the part of the art world that you are seeing being a part of this?
Yeah, for Claire, she was an artist, and she gave up her career to support her husband, who is a more famous artist. And so she's coming back as the diagnosis comes to light. She is really coming back to herself and realizing that she needs to pursue her art again. And she, we have a scene where she goes to the city and she visits an old friend of hers who is doing kind of really out there performance art and video art and that kind of thing. And she's feeling a little bit like, oh, I just do my paintings and it's not anything that spectacular, but it's so important, I think, for the film has a message of following one's dreams, following your dreams, and really of sort of second acts or third acts in life.
Once we are past 50, we are really living in our third act in life, and we have been in life's changes and challenges, all of us.
Yeah,
It is all about, I think, not giving up.
Yeah.
And just looking at the bright side of life and trying to live your best life.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
And that's why this film is so important. And I'm really glad that you made this film, and I hope it will be a great success.
Thank you. We're happy to share it with you. Hello, Access Hamptons. I'm Tom Dolby, the director of The Artist's Wife.